So it's Sunday the 17th of May 2020 and we're all set for another fun week of Newcastle United Takeover speculation, right? Here are 9 things you can expect to hear this week regarding the takeover. First up, we're going to be told that the deal has no hold-ups and is just going through the Premier League process. We'll be told that these checks shouldn't be an issue and that the Premier League are just simply busy with other things like Project Restart to worry about the Newcastle United fit and proper persons test. We'll also be told that there's nothing in the checks that can stop this happening from a variety of sources, including lots of Newcastle fans themselves. Whether this is wishful thinking or not remains to be seen. I certainly don't know anymore. We've just got to wait and see. The second thing you're going to hear this week regarding the takeover is that we can expect to see this done imminently. And this means that it's going to be done by the end of the week. Sometime during this week, the deal will be done. There always seems to be plenty of people out there who are confident that this deal is just going to get waved through and green-lighted and that everything will be fine by the end of the week. At this point, I don't know whether that is going to happen or not, but it's definitely something you're going to hear. The third thing you're definitely going to hear this week will happen around Wednesday, maybe even Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, something like that. You're going to hear reports that there's a problem with the takeover. And these problems are going to be printed in newspapers like the Mail and the Sun and things like that. I don't need to tell you that that's just stuff that you shouldn't really be listening to or giving any kind of credence to. These newspapers will keep rehashing this story about piracy for however long it takes until this takeover either goes through or until this takeover is rejected. It's just the newspapers trying to sell newspapers and get clicks to their website. That's how they make their money. That's why they keep rehashing this story about piracy in the Middle East. The fourth thing you're definitely going to see this week is fans pestering journalists such as George Caulkin, who we all hold in high regard. We all really appreciate him, but just give the guy a break. I mean, he's told us everything he knows. If there's anything else that any of the journalists find out and they think is relevant, they will tell us. That is their job, to write articles and let us know the stuff. Leave them alone. Stop asking them every 5 minutes whether this takeover's happening or not, because no one knows. No one knows at the moment. And that leads me to the fifth thing you're going to see this week, and that is an ever-increasing number of Newcastle fans who are giving the line, oh, it's never going to happen, this is just an Ashley PR stunt, even though we know that this is not a PR stunt, unless this is some kind of massive conspiracy where Mike Ashley has got together with, the leaders of Saudi Arabia just to annoy a few Newcastle fans or take the eyes off something that he's done with his Sports Direct business. It just doesn't make sense. It's not a conspiracy, and whether this deal happens or not, it might not happen. It's not because it's an Ashley PR stunt. I mean, it's just not. And what do these people want anyway? Do they want a medal for being so pessimistic? I mean, no one cares if you turn out to be right. Number 6, you're going to see more concept kits. Honestly, you are. You're going to see more of them. The 7th thing you're going to see this week is that we're going to be linked to an ever-increasing number of players. I mean, it's getting ridiculous now. The fact is that this takeover hasn't happened. The buying side aren't giving any details about anything, and yet we're getting reports daily that we're linked with certain players and we're looking into this player and that player. I mean, just look at this list here of all the players we've been linked in, and that's just in May so far. That doesn't even include Coutinho because he was linked in April. It's just madness. So get ready to see more and more tenuous links to star players whose agents are probably, trying to push a move through already. The 8th thing you're definitely going to see this week will be, at some point, Miguel Delaney, the journalist for The Independent, tweeting furiously about how immoral all this is and how Newcastle fans should reject this. But you'll also see the same journalist not respond to questions about how he feels taking money from his employer, who is partly owned by, you've guessed it, the Saudi investment fund. The guy's stance on all this has become extremely boring. And the 9th thing you're definitely going to see this week in regards to the Newcastle United takeover is that we're going to find out there's been a delay towards the end of the week. Maybe Thursday or Friday that news will drop. And again, we'll be looking at the same thing happening. At some point, of course, this will end, and we'll either know whether the club is being taken over or whether the takeover has fallen through for whatever reason. But that is the cycle we're in at the moment, and we've just got to ride it out. Basically, all I would say is just keep the faith, stay patient. We will get an answer one way or the other soon enough, and we've just got to keep patient, really. If you've liked this video, please consider subscribing and hit the like button. That will help me massively if you do that. And on the screen right now, you can see another couple of videos of mine that you might want to click on and watch as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time for another video.